Hello guys and welcome back to another Paint.net tutorial. I know I haven't made videos for at least 3 weeks now, but that was because I haven't had access to the internet. But over time I've realised that a lot of you like this, very much so in fact. I've received a lot of requests to show you how to do stuff on Paint.net, so I'm going to do all of them. It may not fit in one episode, so you know I'll keep it going, I'll keep the content going, maybe stretch over like 3 episodes for each batch of requests. You know, I'm overflowing with requests. So today I'm going to be doing some stuff with transparency layer work as requested. Okay, so first we have a request from Kometzler831, I believe it is. The request is, could you show me how to put textures over an image? So because he has been a recurring theme in the tutorials, I'm going to do this using the example of Boris Johnson, everyone. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, so if we get any random sort of picture of anyone, you know, any sort of, you know, flowers or a random man, the Mayor of London, and we put a texture over it, courtesy of some random websites. This is some nice texture of like streaks. It reminds me of like fabric or something. So, but now Boris Johnson has completely disappeared. You have to make sure to put the actual texture over the actual image that you're trying to modify. So the image goes at the bottom, texture goes at the top layer. So now we get the texture, click on the layer, go to layers, layer properties, drag it aside so you can see what you're doing, and now you've got to adjust this little opacity bar. You've got to take it down a little bit, and now as you can see, he looks like, well, this looks like Boris Johnson tablecloth, really. So here you go, you can adjust the texture, you know, go to photo and glow, maybe make it glow a little bit, make it look a bit more artistic perhaps. You can add like an effect to the man himself, maybe make a pencil sketch, perhaps. Yeah, look at that. That actually looks quite good. I'm quite pleased with that. I did that by going to effects and going on artistic and going to pencil sketch. So yeah, that looks quite good. You can maybe, you know, put that on a shirt. Yeah, that looks quite nice. So on to my next request. Okay, so next up, we still have Boris Johnson up, but this time I'm going to be showing you how to make a spotlight. Now this is a nice showcase of how lighting works and how transparency works. There's going to be a lot of transparency today. Okay, so to begin with, get your image and go to adjustments. Now go to brightness/contrast, drag it aside so you can see what you're doing, and drag it down ever so slightly, a little bit, maybe even less than that. Okay, this is only to sort of show the difference between light and dark, you'll see later on. Okay, so now I'm going to click Shift, Control and N to make a new layer, but you can also click this little Add New Layer button, conveniently placed on your Layers tab or window. Okay, so now you've got your new layer, layer 3, and click your line/curve tool, drag it to a nice yellow depending on what colour light you want. Get your brush size, get it down to sort of low size, and make the shape of a spotlight. Here we go. Now colour it in. Maybe you can raise the tolerance to 69, which is the magic number, funnily enough. Now go to Photo, Glow in the Effects tab, click Glow, and raise the brightness and the radius to maximum. Lovely. Now as you can see, the spotlight is kind of blocking out his face and it looks like a giant block of cheese, which is why I'm going to go to Blurs, Gaussian Blur, blur it out ever so slightly, go to Layers, Layer Properties once again, as previously mentioned, drag it to the side, and here you go. If you lower the transparency a little bit, you get a nice spotlight on Boris Johnson's lovely face. Here we go, so I hope you find that helpful. Next up. Okay, so we're back to a blank canvas, and now we're going to have the final request for today. This request is from the Ultimate SSJ Gohan. Thanks for the request. He's asking, how do you do 3D text? Could you make a tutorial on it? Okay, so you make a new layer, layer 2, and as the example, I'm just going to select some random font, I'm probably going to select Showcard Gothic, because that's just my favourite, and I'm going to write down the yakobelt logo. So here we go. Let's just do this. Make it a little bit bigger. And drag it to the side. Okay, so now you have to go to the rotate/zoom tab in your layers. I haven't showed you how you can use this little globe. This actually rotates your actual image in a 3-dimensional way. So this, look at this, it makes it look more 3D. But it still is not complete. You've got to highlight your letters, copy it, and paste it into the layer below it. Deselect it using this little cross, and drag it to the side a little bit, go to adjustments, go to hue/saturation, and drag your lightness down. This just makes it look more sort of 3D. And here you go. If you flatten it using merge layer down, you've got yourself a flat image with 3D letters. So I hope that helped. Thank you for watching, everybody. That was the final tutorial. There are more requests that I didn't actually fit into this episode, but I'm going to fit them into the next episode. Thank you for watching. See you next time in Paint.net Tutorials. Bye!